Okay, Your Worship, we're good to go.
All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and I will call this meeting to order. You're going to put the
I
agenda
am
up?
just, yeah, just give me 1 second.
Yep.
Okay. There we go.
Wonderful. All right. So our first item on the agenda is the development agreement at 11 Victor Avenue. And we'll start with the staff report, and I'll call upon Andrew Fisher, please.
Thank you, Your Worship. Just give us a chance to share my screen. So this is a public hearing for 11 Victor Avenue. It is an application for a development agreement to allow a garden suite to be located in an existing 2-story accessory building. This is the property here. It's an outdated photo, but this is the house. It sits on a 12,000 square foot lot, and it's got a single detached dwelling on it. Zone general residential. It is located on a local dead-end street with a mix of low density 1 and 2 unit dwellings. And here's the picture. This is the existing 2-story accessory building, and so the agreement would allow this second story of the accessory building to be occupied as a dwelling unit. There'd be no exterior changes or expansions to the building that's there now. In terms of relevant policy, the municipal planning strategy does allow garden suites. This development in general meets the general intention of the relevant municipal planning strategy policies. The only variation from that is that is subsection D of this policy that looks for 6 meters of setback to the rear lot line. In this case, the setback is less than that. It's approximately 2 meters, but everything else meets the requirements of the land use bylaw, or in the municipal planning strategy. So I think everyone's generally familiar with this development already, but I'd be happy to take any questions that council may have.
All right, so I believe then, before I see the screen, I believe the next point is the opportunity for council to ask questions. So if you could raise your hand to ask a question and I will recognize you, that would be preferable. Are there any questions from council? I don't see any hands, so thank you. So the next opportunity then for questions or comments is from the owner. So I'll call upon the owner to say whatever they feel they might need to inform council on. Do the Burkes have anything to add?
Excuse me, Your Worship. The owners of this particular property are not present at this meeting.
I'm sorry.
The Burkes are
They're Clinton. Okay, I'm sorry. So there's no owner. Is there any public involved in this meeting that might have questions or comments? I don't believe so.
Your Worship, we had no public submissions. We had no written submissions received for this hearing at all.
All right, thank you. So then do we need a motion to approve this, or it goes to second reading now?
Right, you're not making a decision today. We're having the public hearing to gather any input, and then
Fair
it will appear on your next agenda.
All right, fair enough. Thank you very much. Then we will move on to the development agreement at 15 Clinton Street, and I'll turn it over once again to Andrew Fisher, please.
Thank you, Your Worship. So this is again an application for a development agreement. Actually, it's an amendment to an existing development agreement at 15 Clinton Street. You can see this. This is the property on the map. It is it's a converted commercial building, the former Product Finder, that was converted by development agreement in 2013 to a three-unit apartment building. The owner is asking for an amendment to allow a fourth dwelling unit in the building. This is the general neighborhood. It is zoned downtown commercial, and any addition to ground floor residential uses in that zone requires a development agreement. So Clinton Street is a mix of low density 1 and 2 unit residential uses and small scale commercial uses. This is the existing property now, and so it has 3 units in it. If the agreement is approved, the ground floor would be renovated from 1 unit to 2, so there'd be no expansion to the footprint of the building. The only changes we would see would be perhaps changes to the entryways and windows, but no significant changes. Again, there's the relevant policy would be CP 15. This proposal generally meets the relevant policies of the planning strategy, and so that would be, if anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to answer it.
All right, so we'll provide the opportunity for council to ask any questions or make any comments. I see Councillor Baker's hand up. Councillor Baker.
Yeah, Your Worship, to Andrew Fisher. There's at present time, there's 3 units and they want to add another unit to it, because I can hardly hear you when you're speaking there.
I apologize. Yes, that is essentially it.
And where the 4th unit is down where the garage door is, that where?
The ground floor has 1 unit, so
Yep.
it would be split into 2 units.
Exactly, yeah. I know they have a beautiful spot there. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Councillor Baker. Anyone else have any question or concerns? All right, then we'll move now then to the owners, Mr. and Mrs. Burke. If you have any comments or questions of council or concerns you want to raise.
No, thank you. Fine.
You're good.
Yes.
Okay. You just muted yourself.
No, he had no comments, Your Worship.
Oh, okay, but then I thought he said something else. I'm sorry. All right, thank you very much. And we have no public involved, so that brings us to the end of this public hearing. Thank you all for your attendance, and I would seek a motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
Councillor Christie, thank you very much. And the seconder?
Second, Baker.
Thank you, Councillor Baker. All right, if there are no objections, then I declare the meeting adjourned. Thank you very much.